Hello everyone, welcome to Varma's Knowledge Hub. Today I am going to explain the structure of the heart. All of you know that heart is the vital organ in the human body. Heart is called the busiest organ in the human body. The moment we open our eyes till we close our eyes, it keeps on working. Now I am going to explain the structure of the heart and how it functions with some animations. You will have a beautiful experience of watching it. Watch this video from the beginning to the end so that you will have the brief and the complete idea of heart, its structure and how it functions. It is not just useful for the children studying 10th class, it is also useful for each and every one of us. Shall we go into the video? Let's go. First, let us see where the heart is situated. Heart is situated between two lungs, slightly leftward in the chest cavity. The heart is pear-shaped or it is in the shape of a triangle. If you see the structure, you can have a brief idea. Shall we see the structure of the heart? Here it is. Now let's go. Human heart is surrounded by two layers. They are called pericardium or pericardial membranes. Between these two layers, there is a fluid called pericardial fluid. It protects the heart from external jerks. The heart is divided into four parts externally. The upper two chambers are called auricles or atria. The lower two chambers are called ventricles. Coronary vessels are the blood vessels. They supply blood to the muscles of the heart. Let us see how many blood vessels are attached to the heart. Shall we see? This is one. This is another one. This is another one. This is the next one. And finally, this is another blood vessel. How many blood vessels are attached to the heart? 5 blood vessels are attached to the heart. Some of them bring blood to the heart and some of them take blood away from the heart. Now, shall we see the internal structure of the heart? I am going to explain you the internal structure of the heart now. Let us jump in. Now we are in the heart. If you observe this heart, you can see that heart is divided into 4 chambers. The upper chambers are called auricles. Lower chambers are called ventricles. 2 auricles are separated by a membrane called interauricular septum. And 2 ventricles are separated by a membrane called interventricular septum. If you observe this picture carefully, the walls of the ventricles are thick compared to the walls of the auricles. Shall we go into this blood vessel? Let us go and see what it is. This is called aorta. It is the largest blood vessel found attached to the heart. And this is pulmonary vein. It is relatively smaller than the aorta just now we talked. This is also connected to the heart. Aorta carries blood away from the heart, whereas pulmonary vein brings pure blood to the heart. This is another blood vessel called pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery takes impure blood away from the heart. We know that veins carry impure blood to the heart. From the upper parts of the body, the blood carried to the heart with the help of superior vena cava. Vena cava are the largest blood vessels that carry impure blood. They are called veins. And from the lower parts of the body, inferior vena cava carries impure blood. These 2 blood vessels, they pour their impure blood in this chamber of the heart called right auricle. So, this is right auricle, this is left auricle, this is right ventricle and this is left ventricle. Altogether they make 4 chambers. Walls are the structures, they prevent backward flow of the blood. So here many valves are arranged in the heart. It is right auriculoventricular septum. It is lying between the right auricle and right ventricle. Here there is a special valve called tricuspid valve. It prevents the blood to flow in backward direction. This is left auriculoventricular septum. On this septum there is a special valve called bicuspid valve. Other name for bicuspid valve is mitral valve. The valves present in the pulmonary aorta are called pulmonary valves. Here also we can see the valves. So the major blood vessel that is beginning from the heart is called aorta. Aorta is the largest blood vessel originating from the heart. The valves present at aorta are called systemic valves. From the different parts of the body, the right atrium receives impure blood with the help of superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Superior in vena cava and inferior vena cava, they carry impure blood and they open directly through the right atrium. So the first impure blood is received by right atrium and from there it enters into right ventricle. From the right ventricle, the blood flows directly to the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery carries impure blood to the lungs. Lungs, the purification of the blood takes place. The purification of blood is nothing but removal of carbon dioxide from the blood and addition of oxygen to the blood. This purification process takes place in the lungs. After purification, again the blood comes back to the heart and it reaches to the left atrium through a vessel called pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein carries pure blood, whereas pulmonary artery carries impure blood. Just now we have seen the difference between pulmonary artery and pulmonary vein. When it reaches the left atrium, when the auricles contract, the blood goes to the left ventricle. From left ventricle, when it contracts, the blood goes back to the aorta. It supplies pure blood to the whole parts of the body. This is how the circulation takes place. The circulation between the lungs and the heart is called pulmonary circulation. The circulation between the heart and different parts of the body is called systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation alternates with systemic circulation. The contraction of the heart is called systole and expansion of the heart is called diastole. One systole plus one diastole is equal to one heartbeat. Let us see what is cardiac cycle. On the 21st day of embryonic development, the heart starts beating. One contraction and relaxation of atria and ventricles is called cardiac cycle. Shall we see the steps involved in a cardiac cycle? Let us see. Let us see that the heart is in relaxed state now. The cardiac cycle includes an active phase called systole and the resting phase, the diastole of atria and ventricles. Cardiac cycle we can divide into three steps. They are contraction of the auricles is the first step, second step is contraction of the ventricles and the third step is relaxation of auricles and ventricles together. When the blood enters into the left atrium and at the same time right atrium receives impure blood and both of them contract simultaneously, when they contract the blood enters into the right ventricle and left ventricle. When they are filled with the blood, next, the right and left atrium starts relaxing and when the blood reaches the ventricles, ventricles are filled with the blood now. When ventricles contract, the blood do not go back to the auricles because the valves prevent the entry of blood into the atrium. At that time, when this closure of the valves takes place, we can hear an active sound called lup. When ventricles starts contracting, on contraction of ventricles, the blood forcibly enters into the corresponding blood vessels. That is, when the right ventricle contracts, the impure blood directly enters into the pulmonary artery. It directly goes to the lungs for purification. When the left ventricle contracts, the pure blood directly enters into the aorta, which finally supplied into the total parts of the body. And the third step involved in cardiac cycle is relaxation of auricles and ventricles. When the ventricles start relaxing, the pressure in the ventricles is totally reduced. The blood which enters into the arteries tries to come back into the ventricles. The valves which are present at the blood vessels are closed to prevent backward flow of blood into the ventricles. Now we can listen to a dull sound called dup. Now the atria are filled with the blood and are ready to pump the blood into the ventricles. The time needed for atrial contraction or atrial systole is 0.011 to 0.14 seconds. The time needed for ventricular contraction or ventricular systole is 0.27 to 0.35 seconds. The time needed for the relaxation of both auricles and ventricles, that is joint diastole, is about 0.4 seconds. The whole process is completed in approximately 0.8 seconds. Let us see what is single circulation and double circulation. In human heart, the blood is reaching the heart twice before it is supplied back to the total parts of the body. Hence, this is called double circulation, which involves pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. One alternates with other. I made a video on single circulation and double circulation. There will be a link scrolling at the top. You can click the link and watch a video on single and double circulation. In a healthy human being, the rate of the heartbeat is 72 times per minute. It changes with the age of the person. The rate of heartbeat is determined by the size of the animal also. As the size of the animal decreases, the rate of heartbeat increases. As the size of the animal increases, the rate of heartbeat decreases. There is a ready-made table ready for you. Now let us see some of the questions raised in the textbook and try to find out the answers related to those questions. I prepared a Google Forms with all the textbook questions. You can find the link in the description. Click the link, attempt the test and check your score. Let us see additional information regarding our human heart. Okay friends, this is today's video. I hope all of you enjoyed watching it because animations and illustrations made this video beautiful. With your response, I will be motivated to make these kind of videos even in future. If you like this video, please don't forget to press the like button. If you have not subscribed so far, don't forget to subscribe it now. I will come forward with another topic in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.